And as those negotiations continue inside Gaza, Palestinians aren't just trying to escape Israel's continuous bombardment, they are also facing what the UN has called a perfect storm for diseases. Nearly 2 million people, that's almost the entire population, has been displaced, some several times. They're forced to live in cramped conditions in overcrowded UN and public shelters. Most have sought refuge in the south. Rafah is now Gaza's most densely populated area, with more than 600,000 internally displaced Palestinians sheltering there. Overcrowded shelters means a lack of hygiene, and diseases are spreading rapidly. Health officials have recorded 355,000 cases of skin diseases and infections. Cases of diarrhea among younger children than 5 have increased 2,000%. And there are more than 160,000 cases of acute respiratory infections. Palestinians don't have enough to eat or drink. The UN says half the population is starving. UNICEF says the recently displaced children in southern Gaza can only access 1.5 to 2 litres of water a day, which is not enough to survive. Let's bring in Dr. Ahmed Moghrabi. He's the head of plastic surgery at Nasser Hospital in Gaza, and he's joining us live from Khan Yunis. Dr. Moghrabi, it's good to see you. Thank you very much for giving us the time again. Just how much pressure is your hospital under at the moment, given the scale of injuries in central and southern Gaza?
Okay, thank you actually for giving me this opportunity to speak to the outer world. Actually, it's been 80 days actually of miserable life. I can tell you, here is a miserable life, totally miserable life. And here actually I want actually to ask the Biden administrations and the leaders of the world and who sent these prohibited mass destruction weapons to Israel. Actually, we are not target, as they target everywhere and everything now. I don't know, actually, I don't know how many days do we have to go without food, without medical supplies, without clean water.
Yeah.
And actually, how many more of us have to die? How many more of us have to die? Really, how many more of us have to die here as civilians? How many more of us have to die? How many more videos actually do you have to see us civilians, our children are being killed under your vision, okay? I don't know how many more. Me as a doctor, as a surgeon here, actually I can't save lives properly as I'm supposed to because I don't have proper instruments. I don't have proper medical supplies. Please tell me, how could I stand? And for how long I could stand here at this situation? I'm working continuously 24 hours. Everybody's watching me there. Please, I'm asking you, actually my patients, they don't have proper food. They don't have enough food actually to heal their wounds. They don't have clean water. I don't know what we are supposed to do. I don't know. You are as a democratic countries there actually. I don't know how would you allow the entire population to starve, just to starve.
Yeah,
our children actually not only they are dying from bombs or snipers or dragging them and execute them outside of their houses and execute at the checkpoints. They are dying from hunger, from cold, from contamination of the water. That's it. This is my situation.
It is
really,
a terrible.
I don't know. I became psychological. I developed psychological disorders. Seeing.
It is a terrible
situation. Seeing every day these stories, they turn our civilians, our children, in torn pieces. Please help us. We are not target.
You are a plastic surgeon,
so
Dr. Moghrabi.
What do you expect from me actually to tell you? Nothing to tell you.
Can you try to tell us, you're a plastic surgeon, can you tell us about the types of injuries that you are treating and what is happening to your patients, the many patients who are at Nasser Hospital, given that you are saying that all medical organizations are saying that doctors such as yourself just do not have the equipment, the medicine to treat the injured. So what is happening to them?
Exactly. Many patients actually are dying every day because of lack of some drugs or some instrumentations. Can you believe that actually when you receive mass casualties patients, when you receive like 20, 30, 40, 50, blah, 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 blah of these patients, how do you think, how could I manage all these people? And many of our medical staff couldn't attend the hospital because my hospital now considered as a by siege hospital. Where to go? No safe place actually to go. We are trapped in this box. We are trapped in this box and they are killing us.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go. Where is the safe area here in Gaza? Anybody tells me, please.
I know, Dr.
And
Mughrabi.
how could I treat my patients?
I
don't
know.
know. Me as a surgeon, actually, I spent 15 years of my life actually to treat patients, but I couldn't treat them as I'm supposed to.
Yeah, and how difficult is that for you, Dr. Mughrabi? I know that you yourself have lost your home. You've brought your family to stay at Nasser Hospital. When we spoke a week or so ago, I remember you saying that you are working throughout the day and you get 2 meals if you are lucky. So how difficult is this situation for you to carry out, do your best to carry out your job, not having the resources, not being able to help people like you have been trained to?
Actually, despite all these difficulties you have said before, really, I have lost my home. I brought my family here at Nasser Hospital, everything, despite all these difficulties. But I'm trying actually to do my best actually to treat my patients. It's pity for my heart, really. Really, since 80 days, I'm working continuously. There were those days, I don't know, at the beginning of the war, I used to work alone here. Because, many of medical personnel staff couldn't attend the hospital. So till now, I'm working 24 hours. I'm doing my best, actually, to save lives. But for how long? I don't know. For how long could I stand? I don't know, really. I don't know.
Dr. Mughrabi, we thank you very much for joining us on Al Jazeera to give us a picture of what you're experiencing at Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis.